Okay, so Juno First. I played this over at Wouter's place the other day and I was just totally hooked. So I'm playing this on Mame. Let's see if I'm any good at it. It's quite a bit like a Defender. And BeamRider even. I think this game approaches BreamRider the most of all arcade games. You can move up and down. Let's lower the volume just a tad. Now I'm playing this with a 360 controller. Of course, it's best to play this with an arcade joystick. Best is actually on an arcade cab. I love the colorful graphics. You pick up that man and then you actually get some sort of bonus points if you shoot the other ships, but they tend to withdraw the moment you enter that special mode. But the colors are very reminiscent of a Williams game. It's very BeamRider-like, and the lasers are very reminiscent of Defender. Quite a few of the sound effects are also quite Defender-like. And that one, I guess that was just how sound effects were like back in the day. I'm actually not sure on what hardware this actually runs. Whoa! So you can actually withdraw. When I was playing this, Wouter actually was pretty good at it. Those are homing in missiles. You really have to hammer down on the fire button and be ready to evade those homing. I love this game. I haven't played it much. Actually, the first time I really played this was yesterday. Whoa, holy crap. That's game over. Let's do another run. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna enter a lactobacillus. So it's actually the first time I enter my name in this. Let's see if I play with the keyboard, if that makes any difference. It's more. Oops! Now you can't make the diagonals properly with the cursor keys. But it is easier to press fire more rapidly. Perhaps I should do a combination of. Use the analog stick of the 360 pad to just steer and use the control key to press fire. Let's do it again. Let's see. You also can teleport. That's also a feature that is possible. So you can jump out of the way. It's actually called warp in this game. Now, I believe the original game has a digital stick, so you should have a very low dead zone if you are using the analog stick. I may actually use the thumb pad. No, it doesn't work with the thumb pad in this one. I'm not making the best scores actually. A lovely game. Those type of sound effects really are quite reminiscent of Whoops, of the fender. I suck at this. I really suck at this, but I like it. I like it a lot. So if you have access to it, I believe it's also out on some of the collection discs and stuff. It's a Konami game. It's out on the MSX. There's also a port for the Commodore 64, which is actually quite good. We sampled it with a broken joystick the other day, so our first impressions of the Commodore 64 port weren't that great. But if you use a proper joystick, it is actually quite good. But the arcade game is actually more fluent when it comes to sprite movements and stuff. But yeah, it's very much worth playing. It's on the MSX, like I told, and the arcade, the Commodore 64. I believe those are the platforms. It would have been. Oh yeah, there's actually a homebrew port of Juno First on the Atari 2600. It's actually on Atari Age, I believe it's available somewhere. I've yet to try that, but I no doubt that is going to be a lovely version of the game. And yeah, it's quite reminiscent to Beamrider, with a bit of Defender, a bit of Gyruss, a bit of Galactions thrown in. The sound effects are very Defender-like, also the colors of the graphics. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a Jeff Minter game. Of course it's not. I don't believe Jeff actually ever did a Konami game, but I mean, the way it works and the way it looks could easily have been a Jeff Minter game. Actually, apart from Tetris, I would love for Jeff to actually do a version of this, do his take on Juno First. I mean, it has also some of the qualities of his game in it. So perhaps actually this game was also an inspiration for him. I'm not sure, but would love to see. I'd love to know what he thinks of this game and if he would like to do something with this game. Anyways, Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another video soon.